Hey everybody. So I just wanted to talk just real briefly before the actual cover starts about the Revolution single. So I've always suspected that there were drum overdubs on this tune. And luckily, through this excellent book, The Complete Beatles Recording Sessions, I was able to discover that there actually were. So here on July 10th, 1968, which is the day they recorded the basic track for Revolution. Here we said, after 10 takes and overdub onto the 10th, the basic rhythm of Revolution was blistering with 2 distorted guitars, hand claps, and 2 separate and very heavy drum tracks, compressed and limited and generally squashed to sound hard and uncompromising. So I know a lot of people believe that Ringo, because of the promotional video for Revolution, where they're miming. So the vocals are live, but everything else is mimed. There might be some guitar in there that's live. The drums are definitely not live. It's the exact drums from the recording. And in the video, you see Ringo playing, and he's playing floor tom and snare drum in unison on the backbeats. Now, that is not what I hear in the actual recording. You'll see once the cover actually starts, I'm hearing something very different. I'm hearing 2 snare drums, a slightly higher pitched one and then one that's lower pitched. And when he does do some unison snare fills, you can very clearly hear the snare and the floor tom together. It's night and day compared to what you're hearing on the backbeats. He does some fills that are overdubbed, where he's playing unison build-ups between the snare and the floor tom. And you can hear the floor tom is really ringy, and it's just not what you hear in the rest of the song. You do hear some sympathetic ringing of all the drums in the track because they're pretty wide open. The snare, I believe, has a tea towel over it, which you'll see. And but the toms are ringing out, and the bass drum is kind of ringing too. And you hear that in the recording. And I think people maybe mistake that for the floor tom. But that's not what I'm hearing. If you listen to the isolated track, it becomes really obvious that the backbeats are all just snare drum. And then when you hear him do fills with the snare and floor tom, it's like, oh yeah, there's the floor tom, because it's it's really ringy and it's really prominent. So anyways, oh, one other thing. So I did find an isolated drum track on YouTube. There's numerous ones, but I found one where the drums, so I guess, I don't own Beatles Love, but I guess there is a mix of Revolution on there, on like the deluxe whatever, again, I don't know it. But so this isolated track that I found was from that, and you very clearly hear in the sections where Ringo is playing, 4 on the floor kick, those pop, 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 those are overdubbed, because this take has, you hear it and it's just kick drum, just 4 on the floor kick with no so he's hitting the crash. The first time through, he hits 4 crashes. He goes, and then all you hear is bass drum. So what I discovered was that those snare, floor tom, that was overdub. So you'll see it in the video now. But anyways, I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what I've found here. This is, I don't know if this is exactly what and how Ringo played it. This is how I'm hearing it. So have a listen. Tell me what you think.